Have you ever stopped to think that your liver is like your body's purification center? Over time, though, it can become overloaded with toxins, medications, and poor diet. Now, imagine if there were a powerful natural herb capable of cleansing and renewing this vital organ, making it function as if it were brand new. Today, you're going to discover Milk Thistle, a true treasure of nature that has been transforming lives. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video before we dive into today's topic. Stick with us until the end, because we're going to show you how this herb can transform your liver health. Welcome to the Natural Life channel. In today's video, we'll be focusing on a true warrior of the human body, the liver. Did you know it performs over 500 essential functions to keep your body balanced and full of energy? Located on the right side of your abdomen, just below the diaphragm, this organ acts as a high-performance filter, removing impurities and toxins from your blood. But the liver's job goes far beyond that. It also stores vitamins and minerals, produces proteins necessary for proper blood clotting, and aids digestion by producing bile, which is essential for breaking down fats. And there's more. It metabolizes medications, regulates hormones, keeps blood sugar levels in check, and stores glucose for when your body needs an energy boost. In short, it's a true machine that works 24/7 to keep everything running smoothly. But this constant effort comes at a cost. Over the years, and with frequent exposure to toxins, alcohol, excessive medication, and poor nutrition, the liver can start to suffer. This can lead to symptoms like chronic fatigue, poor digestion, and even more serious conditions like fatty liver, hepatitis, and cirrhosis. That's where milk thistle comes in, a plant with incredible restorative and protective powers for the liver. But before we dive into all the benefits of this herb, it's important to understand the warning signs and why liver care should be a priority. Now that you understand the liver's essential role in your health, let's talk about some problems that directly affect this organ, starting with the well-known fatty liver or hepatic steatosis. This happens when there's an excessive accumulation of fat in the liver cells, and it has two main types: non-alcoholic, usually linked to obesity and type 2 diabetes, and alcoholic, caused by high alcohol consumption. If left untreated, this condition can progress to serious inflammation and even cirrhosis. Another serious issue is hepatitis, an inflammation of the liver often caused by viruses such as types A, B, and C, but it can also result from alcohol, drugs, or exposure to toxins. Symptoms vary, but the most common include extreme fatigue, fever, yellowing of the skin and eyes, jaundice, and pain in the upper abdomen. When it becomes chronic, hepatitis can cause irreversible liver damage, making early detection and consistent care even more crucial. In more advanced stages, we have cirrhosis, a severe condition where healthy liver tissue is replaced by scar tissue, impairing its proper function. The main causes include chronic alcohol use, persistent hepatitis, and untreated fatty liver. Cirrhosis can lead to complications like portal hypertension, liver failure, and even cancer. That's why it's vital to act before the damage progresses, and milk thistle can be a powerful ally in this process. We also need to mention liver toxicity, which occurs when the liver becomes overwhelmed by substances like medications, alcohol, and environmental toxins. Long-term use of certain drugs or exposure to pesticides and industrial solvents can directly harm the liver. So in addition to reducing these risks, it's essential to protect the liver with safe and natural alternatives, such as milk thistle, which supports detoxification and strengthens liver function. Finally, there's liver cancer, which can originate in the liver or result from metastases from tumors in other parts of the body. Factors such as chronic hepatitis, cirrhosis, and long-term exposure to toxins significantly increase the risk. Unfortunately, this type of cancer is often detected in advanced stages, highlighting the importance of keeping the liver healthy from an early age. Symptoms like ongoing fatigue, jaundice, pain, loss of appetite, and dark urine should not be ignored. If you notice these signs in your daily life, it's essential to seek medical advice. Liver problems affect not only your physical health, but your overall quality of life. The good news is that there are natural ways to prevent and even reverse liver damage, and milk thistle is one of the most promising options. Next, we'll show you why this plant has become increasingly popular among those seeking health and wellness. So what is milk thistle? Also known by its scientific name, Silybum marinum. This plant is native to the Mediterranean region and has been used for thousands of years by civilizations like the Greeks and Romans to treat liver and gallbladder disorders. The secret of this herb lies in a compound called silymarin, a powerful group of antioxidants that protect, regenerate, and strengthen liver cells. It's this substance that turns milk thistle into a natural shield for your liver. How does silymarin work in the body? First, it protects liver cells by strengthening their membranes, making it harder for toxins to enter. Then, it stimulates the regeneration of those cells, speeding up the healing of damaged tissues. It also acts as an antioxidant, fighting free radicals and reducing oxidative stress, one of the main causes of liver inflammation and damage. This anti-inflammatory action is also essential for reducing the impact of conditions like hepatitis and fatty liver disease. All of these mechanisms working together make milk thistle one of the best natural options for those looking to detox and renew the liver. And it's not just traditional knowledge. Numerous scientific studies have confirmed the benefits of silymarin in chronic liver diseases. Research shows it helps reduce inflammation, improve liver enzyme levels, and restore impaired functions. It's an accessible, natural, and science-backed option. But how can you take advantage of these benefits in your daily life? Milk thistle is available in several forms. One of the most traditional is tea made from its seeds. Just boil 1 teaspoon of crushed seeds in a cup of water for 10 to 15 minutes. Another convenient option is capsule supplements, ideal for those with busy routines. There's also the liquid extract, found in tinctures, and the powder, which can be mixed into juices, smoothies, or even yogurt. As for recommended doses, they vary depending on the form of consumption and individual needs. Generally, adults can drink 2 to 3 cups of tea per day. For capsules, the typical dosage ranges from 200 to 400 milligrams of silymarin 2 to 3 times a day. If you choose the extract, it's best to follow the manufacturer's instructions. The most important thing is to maintain consistent use. Many people notice significant improvements after 4 to 6 weeks of regular intake. Despite all its benefits, it's important to remember that, like any natural substance, milk thistle can cause side effects in some people. It is generally well tolerated, but in some cases, it may cause mild discomfort such as diarrhea, nausea, or indigestion, especially when taken in high doses. That's why it's best to start with moderate doses and see how your body responds before making it a regular part of your routine. Another point to consider is allergic reactions. People sensitive to plants in the Asteraceae family, such as daisies, chrysanthemums, ragweed, and marigolds, should be cautious, as milk thistle belongs to the same botanical family. If you've had allergic reactions to these plants before, it's advisable to consult a healthcare professional before using milk thistle to ensure there won't be any complications. There are also specific groups that need special attention. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should avoid using milk thistle without medical guidance, as there isn't enough research to guarantee its safety during these stages. Additionally, it may interfere with certain medications, such as blood thinners, diabetes medications, and oral contraceptives, potentially enhancing or reducing their effects. So if you're taking any of these, be sure to consult a professional. People with hormone-sensitive conditions, such as breast, ovarian, or uterine cancer, endometriosis, or uterine fibroids, should also avoid milk thistle or only use it under medical supervision. It may have subtle hormonal effects that could influence these conditions. That's why the best path is always to talk to a doctor or nutritionist before starting any natural treatment, ensuring it's safe and effective for your specific case. If you've made it this far and enjoyed this content, leave the phrase "God loves me" in the comments. It helps strengthen our community and shows that you value quality information. Don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who could benefit from this tip, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future content. And of course, if you've used milk thistle or have any experience to share, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story.